Alrighty guys, today we are going to be having some fun. We are going to be looking at the 30 ticket multi that the game you now have access to with the introduction of part 2 of Golden Week. Happy part 2 for Golden Week, everybody. This is being recorded on May 14th, so all these missions are currently live in the game. So the purpose of today's video is to go through each ticket mission to make sure everybody is on the same page. We all have all 30 of the tickets and we will be ready to go. So we're going to start with how to do each one. I'll try my best to go quickly through the ones that are self-explanatory, but otherwise, just in case you are confused, I will try to explain them as we go. So, the first one, exchange any treasure items at Baba Shop once. This is super easy. If you go into your game, we're going to be doing a lot of back and forth. You just go in here and you exchange any item. So, for example, let's just use this plushie bear that we got from Dokkan, from the superhero event. We exchange that once, boom, that mission is done. So that's how you do the first one, and if we go back here, we're going to look through the missions and find the one with the next ticket. So you can see right here, win any Extreme Z battle 3 times. This one, again, is pretty self-explanatory, but we will go ahead and move back here. We want to go over here to our Events tab with the Saiyan Pods, and we want to go over to the far right tab and clear any Extreme Z battle that we can possibly complete 3 times. So I'm not going to actually do this on the video, but just pick any one of these. It doesn't matter, any one of these that you have a good team to beat. And if you are struggling to beat some of these, what I would recommend that you do is you go all the way to the bottom where we have kind of the first level of these and you do whatever you can do, right? And another easy example is a raid like this one right here against this cell. This one is also super easy because the HP is low for a very long time. So if you want to do an event like this, you can go ahead and you'll be able to get a mission like that. So the next mission, we don't even need to cut back. I'll just tell you this one. Actually, we will, just so I can show you. Right here, if you're looking at my cursor, you can see, come and join these quests to clear a stage without receiving any damage 5 times. Now, this one, it can be, like, I'm not going to say it's tricky. We just need to find an event where it'll be super easy for you to avoid doing, what's it called? Like doing, I'm struggling to talk. We just need to find, like, an event where the enemy is not attacking very much. So what we want to do is go ahead and hop into this specific event. Alright, so what I ended up doing was going into any random story event. You can see here we have an old, like a dinosaur level team here. But what we're going to do is we're going to quickly hop into this event and bring what is known as the Ghost Usher item. If you need these, I believe you can buy them with Zenny. What we're going to do is we're going to manually do this really quickly. We're going to hop into this event and go all the way to the end of the storyboard, and then when we go into the fight, we're going to check the attacks at the beginning. And if the attacks at the beginning aren't there, we're good. If they are there in the front, which in this case they are, quick solution, we just go boom, and we are good to go. So now let's put you in the front because you probably have the quickest super attack, so we'll just do that, and we're trying to go as quickly as possible here. And so now all we have to do is repeat this process 5 times, and now once we do that, I'm obviously not going to do that in the video, but if we do this 5 times, we are going to get our next ticket. So super simple, should be relatively easy for you, and boom, bam, bop. So now we've done that, now we just need to go ahead and do that 5 times. Now the next one is very, very simple. It is consume 700 stamina. I'll quickly go back and show you really quickly. You can see right here, 700 stamina, 700 big ones. What we want to do, essentially, is just find high stamina consuming stages. So what I recommend that you do, just to get these out of the way, I would go down here to Pan's Secret Adventure and do this one as many times as you can. If you have a high power level, you might be able to do it twice. If not, you can just do it once. This is going to be 180 stamina right here. And then I recommend doing 25 stamina boost runs, because then you could turn that up to 50. So for an example, I would recommend doing like a link level run, but if you are someone that needs to farm like Dokkan Awakening medals or something like that, you can press boost on right here and do this 3 times. So consuming 700 stamina might take a little bit, but that one is very self-explanatory. Just play the game until you've done a few stamina bars. So that one is super easy. Now, the next stage. What we need to do is clear a stage with 3 Majin Buu Saga category allies, as well as 3 Otherworld Warriors category allies on the team. So how do you want to do this, you may be asking? There's actually a pretty simple, let me just show you again on the browser, just to make sure we're all on the same page. You can see right here, Otherworld Warriors, and then Majin Buu Saga. And then we're going to have to do another one with Sworn Enemies, but I don't think we can fit all those into one run. So, or actually what we could do, yeah, this is what you guys want to do. You want to find some sort of mix and match, right? So let's go to our second team right here. You can see, I have to pull up our gameplay. I've been trying to go all over the place, but what we want to do is filter this by Majin Buu Saga. So it's the 5th button right here on JP, but you guys can just type in Majin Buu Saga or go up here, press the search button and go to Otherworld Warriors. And then we also, like I said, we want to include Otherworld Warriors in this mix. So in this case, it's going to be this category. So now what you can see is we have 3 characters that can do this at once. So what we want to do is just do like, really the leader doesn't matter because we're just going to go do an easy event. So we'll just go boom, bam, bop, something like that, right? Now, what the next thing we want to do is put some sworn enemies on the team. So what we want to do is, I believe it is this one. This is sworn enemies. Now we just want to toss on like some Majin Buu Saga category units. So we'll do Super Buu, we'll do Buu Tanks, and then we'll do the new Fat Buu. So now we have we can clear all 3 of these missions at once, and it says clear any stage. So you can do a story event, you can do a Dokkan Awakening run, any of those certain things. And now we're going to get all of these tickets, and that is going to be all of the tickets for the part 1 portion of this video. So now that we've done that, we can go ahead and move on to phase 2, or part 2 of these, and I actually have to do some of these alongside with you, so it might take a little bit longer than the part 1, but let's go ahead and look at the first one. The first one is very easy, and you'll do this while you're doing the part 1 missions if you haven't already. And it is, we have to clear any stage 20 times. So I have not done this yet, so I'll go ahead and get that out of the way. But if we go over to the gameplay, I'm just going to go find something that I haven't done yet. Just any little grind, it doesn't matter. The quickest way to do this, especially if you're on global, on JP, this doesn't work the way it used to. But the Bardock and free-to-play Ginyu Force events I recommend highly doing, because if you do these, I believe, we can check it out, but I believe now what you can do, and this might still work, no, it does not. So what we can do is we can just quickly run through this, and what you can do on global especially is you can just auto mode through this, and it's going to run right through the board. So if you want to do this 20 times, it's going to work just fine for you. When it comes to this one, I would recommend using something that has a little bit less stamina. But if you are having to do the 700 stamina mission, then you might as well just do like regular stuff for the game. So let me go ahead and run through just any event like 20 times. You guys aren't going to be missing anything on the gameplay end. So when we have all 20 of these done, we'll be back with the next mission. So I'll see you guys when we're done with that. Okay, so one thing I forgot to mention while we were doing this, I was kind of reading over the missions while I was doing the gameplay. We do have to do some of these other things, so I'll talk about these while the gameplay is going in the background. All of these are super simple, so you're not going to need a visual aid for this. What we have to do is use a training location, so just train up a character with a location, very easy. We also have to clear a Dokkan event 2 times, so I already mentioned that earlier. If you want to farm Awakening medals, you can easily do so while consuming stamina, so make sure that you're doing that. We have to win the Extreme Z battle 3 times to do that with the tickets, clear the stages without receiving damage, and we've done all that so far. And then we also need to do the ones with, honestly, no, we have this pretty set up, so just kind of looking at it, you can see the mission is like where it's like, you know, the end, but there's like different portions to it, right? So I just want to make sure that I mention that we do need to do the training location and the Dokkan event, but otherwise, while you're doing the grind, you're also going to be clearing all these missions, because you can see it says we have to clear all of the missions to get that last ticket. So just keep that in mind. It's going to be pretty simple to do, so just keep that in mind as we are going. So let me go ahead and honestly, we can just keep talking as we're doing this. So what we need to do is use a support item and clear a stage. So we already did that once. You guys saw that when we did the Ghost Usher thing, right? And then you can also see it says use a support memory once. So what I like to do when using support memories is we go and find like a story event. I'm pulling it up over here as I'm farming, or as I'm doing this. So I'm just looking for a random event. You don't even need to see what's going on the screen right now. We just need to make sure we are all in the same page. So now what we want to do is just find like any event with a category buff, like you can see right here. Like this one has a category boost, so we just bring the Oolong and then we farm anything that we need. So in this case, I'm farming like an Oob stage or something like that. Nothing major, but that is what we are going to do for the support memory. That one is super easy, and then the gameplay is going to go on the side. Now, one that could take a little bit, and I don't know if that's going to be the case, but if we pull this up right here, you can see that we have to perform 3 steps of an Extreme Z Awakening. So any character you need to easy A, that one's super easy. You don't even need to go all the way to step 7. So what I usually like to do when it comes to missions like that, this one might be different from player to player, but I like to do like a World Tournament easy A that I was missing. And I can show you a quick way to tell if you can easy A character, just like with whether you didn't even know you could easy A them. We'll show that in the gameplay when I'm done in this event. But if we go back here, you can see that we just used a support memory. It was the Oolong one. You guys know how the Oolong memory works at this point. It just gives you extra buffs. Nothing actually happens in the gameplay that was any different. We went in, we one-turned that, and we were done. So that's going to help us with this one. We already did that. The use a support item with the Ghost Usher, and now we need to go and look at some other things for more of the tickets. But what we want to do, this is the method I like to use. I go to the character, or like the growth tab, and then I go to the awaken tab. And then what I like to do is scroll down and see characters that I have like that blue circle for. And so it's like, oh, this is a character I haven't easy aid yet. So if we scroll down here and we go to like the 120s, we have like, for example, this cooler. We'll go ahead and just press this right here. Extreme Z awaken him, and now he's done. I'm not even going to bother making him 140. He's easy aid, and the mission is done. You can see we got a bunch of missions for that. We did the training location, all that fun stuff once. So that one's pretty easy. And now if we go back, I still need to clear the stage 20 times. We've basically done everything major so far. But let me make sure we have everything that we need. This one is appearing twice, and I don't know if this is how this one is. So like if we go over here, back to where we were with the saviors things, it says we have to clear any stage with at least 3 saviors category characters on your team, and then it says clear any stage 3 times with at least, oh, so it's 3 times. Okay, so what we're gonna do, this is gonna be very easy. We're going to build a saviors team really quickly, and then we're gonna go farm something up, because all I really have to do is just do these 20 clears, and by the time that we're done with that, we'll basically be done. So let's go ahead and go back to the gameplay portion of things, and we need to go to the saviors team. We are, where is Tekhan? You are the Saviors lead, and that is the category name. It's the 3-character one. For you guys, just type in Saviors. But for me, I like to be difficult and play JP, so we have to find the Saviors category. So here we go. This team is some hot garbage, but we will be able to achieve what we need to achieve. So we'll just go boom, 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 something like that. Perfect. An amazing team, if you will. Just flawless in all categories. So now, what we want to do is just go find like any event and just play it 3 times. So I guess one thing that we have to keep in mind as well is we need to be clearing a stage within 1 minute and 30 seconds, and then also doing something without continues. So that is very easy. We've already basically done that with the like the Team Bardock event I did, and you guys will be able to do the same thing. But we just need to find 3 stages. Let's just find something easy. We'll just do like our hidden potential runs or something like that, and that will get us what we need. We refresh you right quick. We'll take this off, and then we will just do, like, we'll just find 3 events to do with the Saviors team, and just keep that in mind. That's what we're going to do. So let me do that really quick, and I'll be right back. All right, so we've done the 3 Saviors category missions, so now we are all caught up. Everything is where it needs to be. You guys can see I just need to do 8 events really quickly. So let me go ahead and do that, and when we are done, I'll show you that we have all the tickets, and then we'll do the multi, and you guys will get to see what we get, and then potentially I can open the discussion to you, and you guys can tell me what you got after you followed this tutorial. So let me go do 8 events real quick, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, so the fun is done. You can see we have done all of the tickets, so let's go ahead and accept those bad boys. All of the missions are done, and we are now going to be able to do the multi. You can see here when you've done all the missions, you will have 30. So, I guess what we could say is I believe the way these usually go, if we go to the tickets tab, is like we're going to get a bunch of nonsense, and then at the end, it's going to be an SSR streak for a decent bit. Let's go ahead and turn on the game audio. Hope you guys can hear this just fine. Should be good to go. But like I said, yeah, just keep this in mind. Don't, like, you can pull LRs on this, but don't be, like, shocked when this is, like, literally all we get is, like, physical Zamasu and baby. But actually, I need Zamasu, so we'll take that. I believe I need Dr. Rota, I think is this guy's name, and then some other goons. I don't know who they are, but let's go ahead and start this up. We'll see what we get. Yep, got to give me the tutorial for it. Yeah, you can see right here, you guys can get, like, separate sections, but I'd recommend just going for all 30. Krillin is good. Baby is okay for the GT Bosses team. Zamasu's okay, I guess, but let's go ahead and just hop in. Let's see, what do we get? Gold text here would be the best case scenario. Krillin at 18 is just a regular animation, but no guaranteed LR animation coming from this one, but that is okay. Let me turn this down just a little bit for you guys. So a double screen crack would be nice because that would mean an LR, but no. So I don't believe he is featured. So right off the bat, we're starting off with an SSR, which I guess is good because that is more than the guaranteed amount that we were given, but obviously not a game changer in terms of who we're getting here. So if I could make a wish for an LR, LR Baby or LR Mighty Mask, because they are the oldest LRs in the game that I still do not have, believe it or not. So right off the bat, you guys can see this is going about as expected. Just a bunch of SRs and Rs, a whole lot of nonsense. Okay, Physical Zamasu, we needed him, so that's a W. We will take that for sure. And once we start seeing the SSRs like in a row, that's how we know we're at the end. Physical 21, I needed her. Okay. So far, we've gotten 2 characters that I needed, and I am completely okay with that. Physical Bodo Magetta, shout out to him. Physical Tien, I already had him, and then there we go, the banner unit. So, honestly, I know that wasn't good, but I needed 3 characters from that, and I pulled 3 characters from it. So, there you guys go. That is how you do all the tickets, and this is going to be potentially what you guys will be looking at. You could get an LR in this, but it is obviously not like the most likely thing in the world. So let me know down below what you guys got from your ticket multi. And thank you guys for watching. I know this was a bit of a longer one, but if you did enjoy today's video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you are new, and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on any of my Dokkan content. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Before we go, quick member shout out to Callie Manning, Saffron Coriander, Big Han, No, Sky Knight, Cheese, Baby Chicken, Rylick, James, Macker, Static, White Tea Steve, Anto, Wet Towelettes, Blitz, Wanix, Joao, Shafted, Ashish, Scar, James, and Raudo. Big shout out to all my members. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.